Welcome to Lesson 18, How to Make Havdalah. As we transition from the Kedushas HaShabbos, from the sanctity of Shabbos, from the beauty of the Shabbos Queen to the Yemei HaChoil, to the days of the week, we recite Havdalah. At the beginning of Shabbos, we fulfill the verse that says, Zachor es Yom HaShabbos L'Kadshoi. Remember Shabbos to sanctify him. We remember the sanctity of Shabbos at the beginning of Shabbos by reciting Havdalah, by reciting Kiddush. So too at the end of Shabbos, we recite Havdalah to bid the Shabbos Queen farewell. The word Havdalah means to separate, to discern, to see the difference between Shabbos and Yemei HaChoil, the beauty, the sanctity of Shabbos and the days of the work week, where it's more difficult to infuse it with Kedusha. Yisrael lo Amim, between we as a nation who are given the special mission to bring the light of Hashem to the world, to serve Hashem, as opposed to the Amim, the nations of the world, whose purpose is to settle, to grow, to build the world. Our purpose is a higher purpose, to serve Hashem. Bein or l'choshech, between light and darkness, the light of Torah, the light of sanctity, the light of Kedusha, the light of Shabbos, in the darkness of that lacks Kedusha. We mention those things to reinforce in ourselves our mission, our goal, and the strength that we get from Shabbos to carry those over to the work week so that we'll be able to work further. What do you need to make Havdalah? You need a cup of wine. The cup doesn't have to, as any kos shel bracha, any bracha any mitzvah that's being done over a cup of wine, it should be said over a cup of wine. If you don't have wine, you could use beer, use liquor or whiskey. As long as you have 3.3 ounces in the cup and you drink the majority of the cup, either of those are good. And if you don't have any of those, there are those opinions that say you could use something that's called Chamar Medina. It's a drink that is used to serve, to honor someone, honor a guest that comes to your home. You could use perhaps a fruit juice like orange juice, some say coffee or tea or something like that, according to some opinions. Preferable is to use wine, grape juice, beer or liquor or whiskey. You need some fragrance smelling spice. It usually is used as cloves or cinnamon or mixture of both. We recite the blessing of Borei Mine Besamim in the Havdalah service. So as we're going away from the soul and the spirit of Shabbos, the Neshama Yisera that we have is going back, and we're losing that. So we smell the besamim. It gives a measure of comfort and enjoyment to the soul that's losing its neshama yisera, its extra neshama. And then there's the multi-wicked candle, the Havdalah candle. And the Havdalah candle that we light during the Havdalah, and we say the bracha on it, Borei Ma'orei Ha'esh, is really not related to Havdalah. It's really a Saturday night bracha. And that's why when we say Havdalah on Yom Tov, we don't use a candle. The candle is not really, and it has nothing to do with Havdalah. It's a Saturday night bracha on the first Yom Motzai Shabbos, on the first Saturday night, when Adam HaRishon was created. Adam HaRishon had the knowledge, was given the knowledge by God, that if he strikes two stones together, he'll produce fire. And mankind had the first benefit, enjoyment of fire on Motzai Shabbos. To thank Hashem, to commemorate this, that we have the use of a candle, we light the Havdalah candle on Motzai Shabbos to thank Hashem for this, that we have the use of fire. We use multi-wicked candle because, as the blessing is in the plural, Me'orei Ha'esh, the lights of the fire. If you have a multi-wick candle, you have a big fire, there are a few different colors to the fire. There's the blue fire, the yellow, the orange. So we use a multi-wick candle. If you don't have a multi-wick candle, you could take two single candles and put them together when you say the bracha of Borei Ma'orei Ha'esh. After you say the bracha of Borei Ma'orei Ha'esh, you put your fingers to the fire. So you want your fingers to be close enough to the fire that you could actually benefit from the fire. If your hands are close enough that you can see the difference between nail and the skin, that's close enough. So everyone who is listening to the Havdalah gets close to the fire so that they could also benefit from the fire. I'm going to recite the Havdalah now, and I'm not going to say Hashem's name, and I'm going to interject in the middle to explain a little bit as going along, but you who are making your Havdalah Motzei Shabbos, say it with Hashem's name, and don't interrupt from the time you start the Havdalah till the end of the Havdalah. We pour the kos of the wine, and a little bit, we pour till the wine runs over, so that the sign of blessing, that a cup should runneth over with blessing. And before we recite the Havdalah, before we say the blessings of the Havdalah, there's an introductory paragraph that we say. And the Ramah in Shulchan Aruch says that just as at the beginning of the year we dip apple in honey, the beginning of the year we do something which is symbolic of blessing. We hope that the blessing, that the sweetness of the new year should go into the year. So we say also these verses at the beginning of the week, so that the blessing of Shabbos, the light of Shabbos, should spill over and carry over and give us hope and comfort throughout the week. On Shabbos we reaffirmed our belief in Hashem. We reaffirmed that Hashem gave us the manna, the 40 years of the desert, to show us and to make us believe firmly that God is the one who sustains us. So we hope, as we mention our trust and our faith in Hashem, as we leave Shabbos, so that during the week, everything that we do should be done with the blessing of Hashem and the trust and faith that we have in Hashem. We recite the verse from Megillas Esther after the salvation from Haman and Achashverosh. The pasuk says, "La Yehudim ha'isa oira v'simcha v'sasan bikar." To the Jews at that time, there was oira, the light of Shabbos, the light of mitzvahs, the light of salvation. They had oira and simcha v'sasan, joy and celebration, vikar, and all the honor that they got for being who they were. You say, "Kain ti'alanu," so it should be for us. We want that the simcha and sasan of Shabbos, the light of Shabbos, is something that we should have also as we begin the work week. There should be blessing, there should be light, there should be Torah, there should be things that give us encouragement and strength throughout the work week. We light the candle before we recite the Havdalah. We pick up the wine in the right hand, hold the besamim in the left hand. Hinei kel Yeshua siyaftach v'yafchod, ki aziv zimras ko Hashem, vayihi li lishua, ushaftem mayim v'sasoin mimaynei ha'Yeshua, L'Hashem ha'Yeshua lamcha birchoseh choseh lo, Hashem tzavakos imanu, miskav lano Eloi kayakov selo, Hashem tzavakos asher adam b'teil bach, Hashem ha'Shiyah ha'melech yaneinu v'yayim kareinu. Everyone who's around says, "Yehudim ha'isayre v'simcha v'sasam bikar, Yehudim ha'isayre v'simcha v'sasam bikar, Kain ti'alanu kais Yeshuais esa, u'v'shem Hashem ekras avri, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech ha'olam, b'irei peri ha'gofen." Transfer the wine from your right hand to your left hand. Pick up the besamim as you're about to say the bracha on the besamim. You hold it in your right hand. Anything you're saying a blessing on, you hold in your right hand. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech ha'olam, b'rei minei besamim. Smell the besamim. You pass it to those that are around you. Pick up the right hand, the kos in your right hand, and then you say the bracha on the fire. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech ha'olam, b'irei ma'irei ha'esh. Bring your fingers close to the fire. See the difference between your nails and your skin. Then you recite the rest of the bracha of the Havdalah. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech ha'olam, hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol, ben or l'choshech, ben Yisrael l'amim, ben yom hashvi l'sheishes ne'maseh. Baruch atah Hashem, hamavdil ben kodesh l'chol. Traditionally, we extinguish the light of the Havdalah candle with the wine. Many people dip their fingers into the wine. They put it on their eyes, their ears, some put it in their pockets. We want that the blessing of the wine, the bracha that we said over the wine, should go forward to the work week, that we should only see and hear good things. Everything that we do should be with the blessing of Shabbos. Good vach to everybody.